Hello, everybody, and welcome back to the back nine of the 2022 Great Lakes Collegiate Open presented by Great Lakes Discs. We are again here at Lake Arvesta Disc Golf Course in South Haven, Michigan, an Eagle Wings disc golf course design. So continuing on with our front nine, we have Illinois and we've got Cincinnati. Illinois with the even par front nine, and Cincinnati being able to sneak in a birdie there with the rest being pars, giving them a one down, which is not looking too shabby, honestly, you know, with these wins and the difficulty of that course. Thank you again to our Patreon family.
Patreon family looking great again.
All the way. Beautiful property here, as you can see.
Absolutely.
Look at all those lakes. And these are actually man-made lakes.
Interesting.
Yeah, they dug that out, and what they were telling me is what was in the lake was kind of what makes up the mound on hole 1 that you throw off of. So that's pretty cool. Hole 10, that is going to be a par 5, 935 feet. Definitely birdieable, possibly even eagleable for those big arms. You're going to have to carry it over the water for just a little bit before landing in the field, kind of just around this area. From that, you're going to kind of want to have to just kind of find a line, honestly.
Yeah.
You know, with these types of holes where the trees are kind of just scattered around, you kind of just got to do your best, trust your hyzer shots, and just be sure to be getting around those trees. So yeah, here we are with that blue basket, and those bunkers are playing hazard today.
Oh.
Let's see what we have. Got Bradley on the box. Kind of getting beat down by the wind, but that's holding up there for sure.
Yeah, some solid skip.
Man.
Under the tree, though.
Yeah, that's tough. That's tough footing again.
See the water, how much wind is happening.
No, isn't that nuts?
Yeah.
Tanner. Looking similar. A little more turn to it.
Some air bounce is going to be
Yeah.
a little more in the open,
Yeah, that's going to be nice for him. We got Jonathan here. I want to say he's throwing... I want to say it's a Hades, because this was absolute ripping tailwind, so... Definitely trying to go more understable on that to have it kind of carry.
Yeah.
And here I am. Jonathan's drive, great inbound, so I'm going to try and be putting the yak on this. And I was able to get it in the air, and it is looking pretty good.
Mm-hmm. Oh.
Heartbreaking.
Yeah.
No, we'll be fine from the other drive, but that was definitely gonna get a little extra on it for sure. Trevor just trying to get us up the fairway. I just did a thumbs up. You guys can't see. It was a good shot. It was decent.
It was good.
Ryan giving it the rip. Oh, yeah.
It is going.
It's a little tree, but that should be a manageable approach.
Yeah.
Johnston with the approach. That's looking great. This hole is a bit hard to kind of map out on film, I'd say. You know, just because with those trees scattered around, it kind of starts to all look the same.
Yeah.
Calvin's going to be giving this... Yeah, he's giving that the rip. He might be thinking eagle here. Look at that.
Oh, man.
I want to say they're still up there, kind of pin high, but this is definitely hard to see play out on video. Yeah, basket right up there. Klein with the berg.
Oh, man.
Run there.
Was a good run.
Yeah. Myself trying to put it a little closer. You don't even want to be taking a chance with those 20-footers in this wind.
Beautiful.
Yeah, very quality. Happy with that one. And yeah, they're looking pretty close here for eagle, I want to say. laid it up, and I'd imagine they're going to try and give it a little bit of a run here. I know I was there, so like me saying imagine's kind of weird, but it's been a couple weeks, so I really don't remember the shots that aren't mine all too well.
It's really like you're going in blind for the second
You
time.
could really say I'm going in blind, yeah. Fantastic.
Tap in birdie.
Beautiful form. He's always smiling.
Absolutely.
I gotta say we've been playing with Cincy for a bit, honestly. I remember last year we made a lead card with them final day. A lot of the same guys, really just like fun guys to play with. We both saw that we'd be on lead for this day, and Jacob was nice enough to shoot us a text just saying, excited to play with you guys tomorrow. And that's the kind of sportsmanship we really like to see and just like to embrace with this sport. You've got your par 4 here, 744 feet. You can see it. Get that water clearing, and then another one over the creek. So 2 water clearances here. Always nervy. Gonna want to get this out over the water. It's looking all right.
Yeah, it's out there.
Yep. Definitely want to be a bit more kind of in the middle there, but he should have a look. Calvin, absolutely. Wow. Mushing it.
Beautiful.
Making the catch cam turn, but he does get caught up in those trees. Man. Yeah, that's tough, because if you can get a little bit further up there on that hill, you are looking mighty fine. Ryan, he's looking to yak this. There he goes.
Flipping up.
Yeah. And that's in the open there.
That looks great.
Yeah. And I don't even know how to like describe for reference how hard it is to like throw that type of distance in this wind. Because Trevor's got quite the arm too, and like, me and Trevor definitely have comparable distance, and that was a great shot for him. And Ryan's is really just like, really just way up there. So great shot for him. Cincinnati with the upshot right around the drop zone. Yeah, I guess they're 390 in.
Yep.
Believe that has crossed the creek, so they're gonna have circle 2.
Yeah.
That might be a little outside circle 2, but going with the forehand here. Not sure if that's gonna.
Right in the water.
Can't remember if we got that one back. With this creek, you do a lot of the times. Klein going hyzer here.
It's looking good.
Whoa! Fantastic shot. Fantastic shot choice too.
Absolutely.
With that wind and just how kind of open that hyzer gap actually is, I'm confident that was the right call there.
Yeah.
You'll see, you'll see me kind of try and go with that straight shot, but didn't really work with that wind. Oh, I just spoiled it. It doesn't. It was parked. Yeah, you can't complain.
Yeah.
I mean, you probably thought it was going to be worse with what I said before.
Yeah,
so
did a bit of foreshadowing, and you're kind of happy with the result.
Yeah.
Oh. Woo. That was close, just a bit off to the left.
Giving it a run. Love to see that. Calvin trying to give it a run. Want to say that's going to be a par for them, and we are fortunate enough to have that tap in birdie. Good putt. Love to see it. Trevor tap that in.
Beautiful.
Yep, fantastic. Hole 12, par 3, 381 feet. This one is going to go straight for a good bit and kind of just dump a little bit right. Very tight up there. Those holes where the gap is kind of in the middle of the hole are really, really tough. Obviously, further gap is, harder it is to hit, but yeah, this one kind of just keeps going. So forehand is the definite advantage here. Definitely the premium if you have it. I want to say we're going to get to see Bradley and Tanner throw that forehand. First up, we got Jonathan. Heiser flipping it up. And he does hit that tree, but not too bad. He does have a fantastic forehand, though. Very accurate. Not sure if he has the distance on that one, but that skill is definitely there for him. Myself, going to try and flip this destroyer up. And yeah, it got through everything. Yeah. It'll give him a putt. Very long look. I definitely got a little lucky on that, but yeah, here are truly the forehand experts here.
A little low.
Yeah, not sure what happened to that. I think it was a little low. Some sort of halo disc here. And that's looking good.
Oh, yeah. Good skip.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
And what a weapon that is. Circle 2. Put it a little low there. Gonna see Trevor try and give it a run. Try and give ourselves a little turkey here.
High and just off to the right.
Yeah. And happy Thanksgiving.
Absolutely.
Speaking of turkey.
Ooh. Not a happy Thanksgiving.
Not a happy thing.
See if you can make the correction.
It's up. Oh. And
that
that one felt like it was in.
Yeah.
Just dropped a little right. Gonna have some tap ins here. And at this point, we're going on to hole 13. We did have a pretty big backup here, but tell us about hole 13.
Yeah, so hole 13 is a 550-foot par 4. This is a tunnel shot right on through these trees, and it's going to break right for a long time. You're going to really want to land anywhere in the fairway. Should give you a look into the basket. Obviously, a lot of trees around here. Yeah, your approach is really going to be difficult, but you should be able to make it onto the green with this slope off to the left right here.
Yeah, and you'll see that's the white basket, which is a little sloped already, but then this blue basket, you'll see kind of down here, it's really on that slope. So yeah, at this point we had waited like, I want to say like 20, 25 minutes, a little back up here, so definitely a little cold off this tee, but yeah, Ryan with the forehand, that was, that one kicked pretty far right. So that's, that's really tough. You have Trevor with this tunnel shot, and he hits that. But that is centered in the fairway. Yeah. Not as centered as you'd like, but Jacob, lefty premium here.
Yeah, it's really got to be tough waiting 25 minutes to tee off once you're
it definitely
in the heat of battle.
And that's the thing about rotating doubles too, is like, realistic, you are really only throwing, oh man, that is brutal. You're really only throwing half the shots, so each individual player does get kind of cold. And so if you actually look up here, we took Ryan's, even though it kicked very, very far right. We are kind of now doing what Cincy was doing on that other hole. We're kind of playing the outside hole. Jonathan clips that just a bit, but not going to be the worst. Kind of hard to tell exactly where we are right now. I want to try and get us a little bit further kind of into that bush down there. However, this tree really, really in our heads. Don't want to hit that on our swing.
Yep.
And yeah, that's what we wanted.
Beautiful.
And you can hear him hyping me up.
Yeah.
That's a really fun thing about playing on a team, is that you're your teammates' good shots are then your good shots, you know, and it's like you definitely feel that. You feel the energy. It's a good time.
Just playing some disc golf with the boys. What's better than that?
There's nothing better than it, I'll tell you. I really don't think there's anything better than the rotating doubles format. It's just cool getting to like share around with someone, you know, in a way that you don't have to be fighting by yourself all the time. So it's cool to have your boys have your back for sure. It is
looking pretty solid.
Yeah, looking pretty solid.
Right at the top of that slope.
Definitely a scary putt.
Very scary putt.
The slope is tough, but, you know, I'd definitely rather be putting uphill than downhill. Mm-hmm. So let's see what Jacob can do with this.
Kind of anteing out as best as he can.
But that's definitely going to put him in a better spot where he can kind of force that to be a bit more uphill. My shot was able to get us to advance, but we are kind of in the rough here. Mm-hmm. Ryan throwing something kind of down into that valley.
Yeah.
Trevor up next. And that's going to be early. Yeah, it's going to roll right down there, too. Down. Myself with the putt. Very lengthy.
Oh, that was a good effort.
It was a good effort. That took a lot of my putt, though. Mm-hmm. You know, like pretty much most of my power to get up there.
Oh!
Cashes it.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
That's what you want to see.
Yeah, and that's the berg right there. And I'll tell you, if there's one thing you can expect from Jonathan Klein, it's a berg throw-in. Mm. One per round. I almost guarantee it. That guy is... Look at that replay.
Just sneaks in there.
And he's definitely one of the more experienced players on the team. He's been playing MPO for a few years now, so he's kind of just got that experience. He's been you know, he's an athlete. He knows how to make those clutch performances, you know.
Absolutely.
So that's always cool to see. Happy moment, even though the round isn't necessarily going exactly how we want it, you know, with those bogeys early on in there, but great par save.
Oh, just high.
Yeah, that's a tough one. Here and
just off to the right. So do you know how the chase cards were doing right around this time?
Yeah, I was definitely checking scores. I'm a big score checker. People say it's, you know, people say things about checking scores, like people say don't, people say do, but I definitely knew at this point that I want to say Ferris had us by a couple.
Gotcha.
I think it might have been Iowa too. They were definitely taking us by, I'd say, 2 strokes at this point. So, you know, we definitely knew we were in it, but we also knew we had to put our pedal to the metal. You know, we couldn't be making any more mistakes, no more short misses. We essentially were kind of in the birdie out mindset. Mm-hmm. This one, not too bad of a par 4, 527 feet. Not a bad shot. You definitely want to, like, being in the woods isn't too bad. They're a little light, but ideally you're kind of on this outside path and kind of just throw that up.
Open.
Yeah. So I kind of put the ante on this, hoping it would just kind of stay out in the open. It stalled out, almost got back to the woods, but it's a pretty clear up shot.
Yeah. Love the commentary.
Kept the audio in there, yeah. No, I'm sure if you listen closely, you'd hear some funny things for sure on this. Ooh.
How often do you see that?
You know, I mean, it kind of is in the landing zone, I'm not gonna lie.
Have you ever seen another person hit a bulldozer during a round?
I can't say I have, Aidan.
Man. It's a monumental moment, really.
It is monumental. Aidan Merck, by the way.
Yes.
I'm not sure if I said his name at the start, but I am joined here with my good friend Aidan Merck.
I like to be a bit of a no-name around.
Bit of a no-name till the end there.
Yeah, I really want to. I like introducing myself right around hole 14. Yeah.
See, it's just tell. Riding with the upshot. We ended up going with my drive here. Just kind of give it that openness. Puts it up. This pretty short putt. See that wind picking up. Trevor going to try and put us a little closer here.
Just hit the branch.
Yeah,
right
sneaky one of those ninja branches. And these guys are kind of looking at it for 2 now. So they're kind of, they're 2 strokes off of us right now, which means they're probably, I think, 4 off the lead right now. So they're trying to gun this one for an eagle, which I mean, totally doable. See if Calvin can convert. Klein here with the short putt.
Oh, dude, it came out so weird. Sorry about that.
That's a tough one.
Yeah.
Myself for the cleanup. Not sure whether I wanted to go left or right of that tree. Ended up picking this side.
Oh, just high, but
Yeah. That's one we want back.
Yeah.
I think about that to this day. It came at a rough time too. When we were checking scores, saw we were a few off. We're trying to think we should make our push now, and so having that was definitely tough. Looking for my disc there. Those leaves, I'll tell you.
Alrighty, hole 15 is a 690-foot par 4. There's going to be a water along the whole left side here, and you should be fine as long as you keep right of it. But with the right to the left crosswind, it was pretty hard to keep the disc off of the water.
Yeah, everything kind of
there.
just pushing, filtering towards that water. So you'll see us play this pretty wide. Yeah, Johnston here, even as a lefty, really didn't even want to mess with that. Smart choice. You want to have good shots. You also want to be keeping your frisbees though. Calvin looking to put a move on this. Keeping it low. Only question is if it can stay in.
Yep.
And that's fantastic. I want to say they got their lie on the beach, which is, definitely close to that out of bounds. But if you can land on the beach, you have very, very flat footing, which is very good. Trevor pushing out the hyzer here, looking good.
I just missed the tree. It does.
And yeah, that's going to give us that nice flat run up for us. Star Destroyer, I believe. Ryan looking to juice this one.
A little wobbly out of
Yeah,
hand.
doesn't fight out of that Anheuser. And that actually rolled OB.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. Not the worst. We already had one inbounds. I believe he was able to retrieve it. Still a lengthy approach here. Klein turfs it just a bit, but that wind was kind of beating it down.
Yeah, hard to get up that slope.
Myself. And starts to ante towards the basket.
It's looking like it's going to hyzer out. And
Yeah.
It's gonna be okay.
And I didn't see that one again. Yeah, that was a tough loss. After already losing a couple during the singles rounds and earlier rounds, the local pro shops made their profits this weekend. I'll say that for sure. We actually stopped to pick up a few water discs on the way here, just kind of knowing those winds were going to be high and knowing that OB water was always looming. Forehand here, and that looks pretty good.
Yeah. It's up.
Manageable look for birdie for sure.
Sidearm approach.
A little leaky, but
Yeah. Gonna be back there fighting with those trees, but
Yeah.
very doable.
Trevor going to try and put us a little closer here. And that should do.
Yeah.
Tester, though.
Yeah, like a 20-25 footer.
Yeah, tester at a time where we didn't need one.
Yeah.
Johnston for birdie. A little low. Calvin stepping up to the putt.
Oh.
Little left. Yeah, little left. Klein going to try and finish this out for us. And there he
Beautiful.
is.
Confident.
Yeah, I'd say definitely. When his putts falling, he's shooting. He's shooting well. I mean, you can say that about anyone, but but when he gets in his good putting groove, it kind of just looks like less like a putting routine and looks like he's playing catch with the basket, you know. Hole 16, par 5, 1,001 feet. Big par 5. The road is kind of the fairway here, which is so difficult because you've got the trees on the left, you got the trees on the right. So to kind of finish in that road is really difficult because your discs are going to be skipping off that road. You know, you don't get that dead skip on the any grabby grass. So first shot landing a bit back there. Kind of want to get your second shot right around up here. You know, obviously any further you can is great. This would be some prime time for your second shot, and then ideally you have a little forehand in right here for birdie. But you know, doesn't always play out that way on a hole like this. Klein on the tee. Looks good as long as it can fade. Did get far enough, and once you get far enough there are some looks. I'm going to try and center us a bit more, coming out with an Anheuser release.
Nice.
Yeah, that's going to put us in a good spot.
Yeah.
Not as much distance as I would have liked, but...
Nice and in the open.
Yeah, placement's everything. Bradley on the tee. Look at that.
It's looking good.
Yeah, that looks great. Going to put him a little bit off to the left, but right. Definitely rather be right than left on this one.
Yeah.
Tanner on the box. And that's looking good.
That is crushed.
No.
Oh,
that did get in that
goodness.
pine tree. I was thinking, like, what drive did they take? And I was like, why wouldn't they? But then, yeah, that's not good. Jacob here. Putting a hyzer, trying to get them in position. Got Calvin here, looking to get him up the fairway on hole 16.
He's got a really explosive form.
He does. He's been working on that reach back for a long time. I don't know. I haven't known him for a long time, but I mean, it takes a while to get there, you know?
Yeah.
Like, it ain't easy, man. Thinking about good form, another guy that has really fantastic form is Ryan right there. He's really able to put the juice on that disc in a way that, like, I just feel like you kind of have to have those really fast twitch muscles for, which he does. Trevor putting a hyzer out there. And dinging that tree a little bit, but...
Playing some pinball with the branches there.
No, definitely. Klein with the upshot.
A little low.
Yeah.
Right in the leaves.
Gonna try and make the correction here. Absolutely failed.
Just same result.
Yeah. And at this point, we were checking scores. The win was definitely looking a bit out of our reach at this point, and you can kind of just tell with how we're playing and our demeanor. But it should be noted that there are also other things at stake here. With these collegiate qualifier tournaments, the main goal of teams here is to get an invitation to nationals. So the top 5 teams at this tournament get an invitation to nationals. Other teams have that have already gotten an invitation to nationals don't count. So if there's, say, a team that wins that already has a bid to nationals, then it's going to be top 6.
Gotcha.
Trevor with the approach.
This is a pretty solid approach right there.
Very solid.
I do see what you're saying about all the flair that this course likes to put with their baskets.
Oh, definitely.
Oh,
He gave it a run. He gave it a run. Gonna clean this up.
Beautiful.
Able to take down that elevated basket. And it's going to be par for us and a par for Cincinnati.
Alrighty, hole 17 is a 528-foot par 4. This is one of the easier holes on the course, and you're basically just trying to hit this gap and get out in the open here, and you'll have a pretty manageable upshot.
Yeah, as long as you get out that gap, you're looking all right.
Yeah.
Pretty open out here. Yeah, a manageable par 4. Definitely want to get the birdie here. You could even say that eagle is in play for some of those big arms, but
Yeah.
it's a tough get. Jacob with the roller. And yeah, that gets up there. Roller is not a bad play there. Kind of taking that gap out of play. Caldwell on the tee. And that is smoked.
Wow. That is still going.
Yeah. And
Beautiful.
look at how close he is to the basket on
Wow.
a 528-foot hole. That is truly a great demonstration of power. Ryan on the tee. He's going to connect with one of those trees there. Trevor going to see if he can get us in some better positioning. Oh, man. And that is one of the few times I've seen Trevor miss a gap. Here we are for our approach. Definitely pretty far back in the fairway, but, you know, definitely still have a chance at getting up and down for that birdie. Jonathan's shot connects with a tree a bit earlier there. I'm going to try and take that more up the gut route. Undertaker here.
Bit left.
I got a little sneaky there.
Ooh.
Got real sneaky.
Yeah. Beautiful.
Yeah. And this is for eagle.
Oh boy.
Yeah. So that's just a bonus if they can make that one, but
Yeah.
they're looking all right for birdie. It's a little short.
Yeah, a bit of a misfire there.
Yeah. Random things were happening with that wind.
Yeah.
It was strong to a point where a little high. It was strong to a point where like you'd be holding the disc and it would kind of like wobble in your hand.
Mm-hmm.
Very rare air ball from Trevor.
Yeah.
It's going to be a very, very tough par to swallow.
Yeah, for sure.
You know, a little left, but that's in for Jacob. You know, at the end here, you're kind of banking on 17, just getting another birdie in your card before you're going, but
Yeah.
we're just going to be making that a little low, but moving on to hole 18 to just finish the tournament out. So at this point, you know, we were a good, I want to say 4 or 5 off the lead. So we were kind of just trying to rein it in. Hole 18, very interesting. It says par 4 on there. It was played as a par 3. You've got this landing zone and you've got the landing zone out there, and everything else is actually plays as hazard. So you kind of got to make the choice to you know, kind of gun it or lay it up.
Yeah.
At this point, we were trying to just get our round done, lay it up, take our par, and get our bid to nationals and get out of there.
Yeah. Oh.
Yeah, gonna fall a little short of that landing zone, hitting that tree. So they decided to just gun it because it does play as hazard. So you can play it where it lies just plus a stroke. So they thought, might as well get down there.
Yeah.
So that's what they're kind of going for here. Is going to connect on that tree, but it will be, much, much further up.
Yeah.
Klein with the berg. And that was low. Yeah. So definitely a little pressure on me to try and get this in that landing zone. It looks pretty good.
Might.
Far.
Oh,
yeah.
Too long.
Man, okay, that was a lot closer than I thought it was. Oh, man, almost hit that log, but at the end of the day, didn't matter too much because we had, we weren't gonna get the win, but we did have, I think at this point, I want to say like 2 strokes to play with for the bid. So, so we were feeling all right. Even with the bogey we were about to take, I think it's, I think it was about 2 strokes. So we were feeling all right, kind of just trying to get off the course. Trevor going to go into the hazard there. But no worries. We've got Ryan parked there 5 feet. Jacob with the approach. Looking good. Yeah, fantastic shot.
Beautiful.
Looking like we will both end this with a bogey. Unless we can get cool throw in here. Just going to try and put that close too. And that was a little run. Run.
Yeah.
To end the round for Cincy. There you go.
Mm-hmm.
Gonna finish with a bogey. Not a great feeling, but honestly, solid play overall.
Yeah. And you got to make this one, right?
Yeah, it's just a tap out.
Yeah, for sure.
Lining it up.
Oh.
That's tough.
What was going on there, buddy?
I knew we had a couple strokes, and I wanted to give my buddy Jonathan a heart attack, but I will say at the end of the day, that was a bit mean, and I did not need to put him through that stress. I'm so sorry, Jonathan. I love you, man.
But he does it anyway.
Yeah, he does it anyway. Thanks for being a great partner, dude. Putting up with my crap. So there you go. That has it. Illinois, Cincinnati finishing at 5 under each with a round score of 1 down each. Or, no. Cincy had 2 down. We had 1 down, leaving us with a tie. So you'll see us tied for 5th with Iowa State already having a bid, and Ferris State B being a B team not really able to get that bid. So the bids go down to Ferris State A, Michigan State A, Toledo A, Cincinnati A, and Illinois A. So congratulations to all those teams for securing a spot at Nationals.
Yeah, and thank you so much to our Patreon family once again.
Yeah, big time Jim.
Yeah.
But thank you guys so much for tuning in, and we're hoping to see a lot of these same teams at Nationals. So have a good one.